crystal.
Dr. Chandra Asukalaratne, CEO and Clinical Director of Crystal Luxury Wellness on stage for her presentation.
Good evening, everyone. Well, I love learning, and my gosh, that was an amazing session. Thank you, Honorable Shirani and Honorable Madam Rosie, for those amazing lessons. I was typing away, and it was really valuable. They usually say it's easier to learn from someone else's life than learning on your own, so I really valued those lessons. Well, to now start my own session, before we do this, I know everyone has wine, everyone is busy eating and drinking. Well, if you have some time to yourself, before we start this session, close your eyes for just 30 seconds and think about the most important person in your life. Those who have attended to my events, you'd know the answer already, but just close your eyes, think about the most important person. Okay, done. Because if your house is on fire, you just, you have the opportunity to save one person, right? There's a reason why, very good. That's the reason why in aircrafts, they always say, wear your own mask first. You can't save anyone else if you're dead. Well, my presentation today, most of you know me as Beauty Doctor. But a few things changed for me, a few perspectives changed for me a couple of years ago. Yes, beauty is my career. I love it. And as they were speaking, I've devoted myself to bringing out confidence for someone through my profession. But a couple of years ago, those who really know me and know me well know that my father was a very important pillar in my life. And being a doctor, I couldn't save him. Why I couldn't save him was heart conditions, things got complicated, he passed away. But the only way to have saved was to change lifestyle. He was a very good looking man. He was such an amazing pillar in my life and in my mom's life. He was, one of those men who supported us. He didn't have this, I'm a man, I need to go forward. He supported us women in our lives and brought us forward. He was a Sri Lankan national basketball player, a very intelligent, educated man, but was stubborn as ever. Ate, drank, lived life to its fullest. Diabetes complications left before his time. And who is suffering? His loved ones. So those kind of life experiences kind of made me think, why am I only focusing on beauty? I am a doctor by the end of the day. There's no point looking great and attractive and amazing on the outside and not feeling well, not actually being well on the inside. And that led me towards studying longevity, medicine and anti-aging, which I actually have a degree in. So today's theme is her story, her voice. So to do this, we need to do one thing, and amongst many, for someone to hear our story and our voice, we have to be fill in the blanks, alive to the fullest potential. So we talk about leadership, but do we really lead our own life with the same discipline and intent we give our businesses, companies, society and family? Think about this. Mrs. Tanya today spoke about true leadership is lifting others. And yes, as women, we do lift everyone else around us but ourselves. And we often put ourselves last and tend to forget that we as women, I'm focusing more on women because today's theme is mostly about her story, her voice. So we as women, we forget that we are actually the roots. We're not the trunk, we're not the branches. We are the roots of our family. We are the roots of our own businesses, of our companies, and we are the roots of our kids' communities. We all know what an asset is, don't we? What is an asset? Most of the ladies here run businesses or part of organizations. We all know what an asset is. But how often do we consider ourselves to be the most important asset? Our mind, our body, as the most important asset we own, and invest time and effort into improving, growing our own longevity, efficiency of this blessing of a vessel we actually live in. So today, if you thought I'm here to talk about a skincare routine, about Botox fillers and about skin tightening, no, you've got it wrong. I'm actually here to humbly but gently remind everyone here today that one of the greatest responsibilities as a leader, especially especially as a female leader, a parent, a partner, is in fact to take care of ourselves. Now, with that in mind, I thought how I'm going to present this today. Am I going to talk to you about acne treatments, tightening, about, all these longevity, IV drips, all of that. But I actually thought I'm going to present what I'm going to do is through a couple of client personas. And those of you who are my clients, don't worry, it's not about you. So just to start with, the women in this room run companies, have shaped industries, and they build this nation's future. Well, a little bit about myself and our company. We have the qualifications to speak what we are speaking. We've got the awards, and we are on this journey of improving your lives. Well, to talk about Maya. She's in her mid-40s. So this is actually about a few patients, but I've changed names, circumstances, all of that. She's a corporate CEO and runs a 200-person organization with very high net worth. And she does an annual comprehensive health check in Singapore. And it says everything is normal. But even though the reports are normal, she wakes up tired and she goes through the day being tired. The gym sessions she used to love now feels like a burden. Her skin is dull despite a meticulous, expensive skincare routine. She has 2 coffees to keep her energy going before 9 a.m. just to feel functional. And her Singapore doctor keeps saying the numbers are in range. And she says, I've had every test. They say I'm fine, but I'm not fine. I'm feeling drained. I don't have the energy. I'm tired. Something just doesn't feel okay. So the challenges are chronic fatigue despite normal blood work, dull aging skin ahead of the ears, gym performance declining, relying on caffeine to function, magnesium zinc critically depleted by chronic stress. So what our team found was, through cellular mineral analysis, revealed what Singapore missed. Our blood checks. It's like a snapshot of our current account. It will only tell you what's wrong right now, right? It's not a snapshot of the savings account. So you will not know everything. The mitochondrial energy, mitochondria is where you get all your energy from, and it's suppressed from mineral depletion. Collagen production has declined because of chronic stress and late night eating and all of that, and the skin is showing that amidst a very expensive skincare routine. IV nutrient therapy restored cellular energy. Things like more regenerative treatments like polynucleotide stem cells help the skin, and we made a personalized, it's not a textbook for everything, it's a personalized longevity lifestyle protocol. She says she didn't look better, just felt like myself, herself again for the first time in 5 years. Nisha, 50 years, sits on 3 boards, family enterprise leader, 28 years of discipline building something remarkable, and something has been quietly shifting. Sleep, actually she said she takes Benadryl to fall asleep. She cannot fall asleep. Weight accumulating around the middle part of the body, despite an unchanged diet and cutting out things that she actually loves. Some mornings she does not feel like getting out of bed, anxiety, and research hormone therapy online, scared herself because so many people said you get cancer, and she doesn't want to feel medicated. Most people, they don't want to feel medicated. So she was one of them, and just wanted to feel like the decisive, clear, energized version others see in the boardroom, but she wasn't feeling that about her own body. Nobody talks about this. I didn't know this had a name, let alone a solution. So she had sleep disruption. So you need to sleep to be functional. Unexplained weight gain around the middle, morning anxiety, estrogen fluctuations, and driving mood instability. So people thought she was irritated. As women, we get tagged for our moons, right? That part of the month, or if we have certain mood changes, and we actually do have mood changes because our hormones, we have 110 million hormones, and men only have 2 to deal with mostly. And metabolic rate has shifted, and again her blood reports were normal. So what we found is we actually did, because she had a lot of hormonal issues, a precision DNA, hormonal and metabolic diagnostic panel to give her the exact picture of what's happening. A comprehensive pre- and post-menopausal optimization program broken down into months, into years. You can't do this overnight. It's not like a very fast thing. Our panel of doctors who are actually very qualified. Nutrition plan, hormonal pathway, body contouring plans, and sleep stress protocol. So she felt the clearest she's been in decades and didn't know what was happening to me. Now I have a plan. We have Amara, late 40s, She's a regional director, travels a globe trotter, and a skincare collection, the eye cream was 250,000. But when she looked at the mirror, she was just not happy. There were lots of stress lines, hollows, dark circles around the eye. Skin had changed. She didn't look the way she wanted to feel, and hollow under eyes. Tried all concealers, skin texture no serum could fix. She also got treatments in Dubai and Singapore. Chronic cellular dehydration, UV damage, photo aging, and early mid-face volume loss. What we found and did, we analyzed and we realized why she is going through these things. And there was a reason. She was on her computer for more than 12 hours a day. She was not using the right products to protect, and she was too stressed. And when she was stressed, she was eating more high carbs and sugar and many other things. So we did regenerative skin treatments, not just the pretty ones. And there was a structure, there was a method to the chaos that we gave her a proper plan, Profilo for skin modeling, targeted IV hydration, a clinical grade home care routine, which is and non-surgical treatments. Finally, I think we have Sarah, 57, again advisory board roles, and every day I get so humbled, and when I see women thriving in their workplaces, leading their businesses, and they are just amazing. And I always look at them and think to myself, Shani, what excuse do you have? She has 3 kids, she's running her company, she's gymming, she's doing all of that. What is your sorry little excuse? Get to work, win life. There are so many ladies who inspire me, but who go through these stories in their day-to-day life. So for her, she's not in a crisis, but she's in a transition. She was very sharp, nothing gets by her, but her body was not keeping pace. She has read something there about longevity science, something about NAD, something about telomere length. Just like I said, she's very sharp. She knows what she's talking about, and she's not looking for a quick fix. What I appreciate about most of my intelligent, educated patients is they understand, just like how you have to get through grade 1, 2, 3 to get to A levels and a degree. You can't pay your way through things that has actual value. Health, longevity, you cannot buy for money. No matter being the most rich person, you can't buy health for money. There has to be a plan. So she agreed to a plan, and we did again a DNA test. Why? Because your DNA gives you your blueprint. There's very few instances where we don't have an operator manual, and our body is one of those. Parenting is one of those. Nobody says how to bring our kids up. We do it the way we think is best, and nobody gives us a manual on which screw to tighten, which nut to loosen when it comes to our own health. So your DNA panels give you that operate manual for our body. It will tell you what nutrition agrees with you, exercises agrees with you, how does your body metabolize certain things, and there is a actual method to this whole chaos. Genetic predisposition. Her family had a couple of cancers, and she was living in anxiety and fear. So you could really get your predispositions and inflammation, oxidative stress. These might be a little bit of different words for you, but we need to know them if we are truly going to take care of our bodies. A genomic blueprint built entirely from her own biology, because she has done 16-hour fasting, the keto diet, the carnivore diet, but nothing was truly making her feel what she wanted to feel. So genes tell you what diet really works for you. DNA guided longevity program with a quarterly evaluation, flotation for sleep, and advanced skin architecture. So our philosophy, like I told you, beauty, just the Botox, the facial, the filler, the external treatment is good temporarily, but if you want to function at that optimum level, if you truly want to feel energetic, vibrant, all of us, we're tired. We go through the day, we have events, functions, we have meetings, we attend to kids' school meetings. Being in Sri Lanka, we have to attend to things. When we go home, we're exhausted. We don't feel like ourselves, especially women. So taking care of our body needs, just like all entrepreneurs, business owners, CEOs know, with everything that I've shared today. So our vision actually is to be the trusted global brand for aesthetic wellness and longevity, delivering confidence and well-being through integrative, holistic, cosmetic medical solutions. You can't be happy and confident on the outside if you're not feeling happy on the inside. And with everything that I've shared today, Now, I don't expect all of you to hit the gym tomorrow. Go to a health store, buy all the vitamins you can get your, hands on, and buy new gym clothes. That's the first thing we do. I don't expect you to do that. But just like we do run a business or plan things, we need to plan this problem, right? Sit down. First, write what you're feeling. Be true to yourself, your mental health. And there's no shame anymore. IVF, couple of years ago, people actually went to another country, came back with a kid like nothing ever happened. We did not talk about it, but now we're very vocal about it, right? So sit down, think about your mental health. Where do you crash? What days do you crash, especially for women? Because there's a reason. We have about 9 to 10 hormones that changes the way we think, and exactly which day of your cycle. What do you truly feel? The tiredness, your body, what needs or which area needs help, and then meet a professional, and then we plan it out properly. I want you to start making a plan to take care of your health better, to take a few steps towards longevity, because everything starts to bear fruit. You have to first plant that tree, you have to water it. It's the same way. And if you're honestly, not only for yourself, if you're going to spend a ton of money on your husband, kids, your parents for expensive gifts, spend on keeping them alive and healthier for longer. Everything now can be made more efficient, just like the ladies over here mentioned. Everything is now, about AI, about optimization, about technology. But the good side of it is everything can be made more efficient, more elevated, faster, and more optimized also with technology and science. And living healthier, better on the inside and outside has honestly never been more easier and simpler. And that's where we, Crystal, our amazing team of absolutely qualified professionals and passionate individuals come in. How can we actually lead our teams, our families and others if we can't see what needs to be protected about our bodies first? So honestly, it's beyond having that flat tummy, about that, nicely toned arm or, thigh or legs. I'm talking about being functional. Even if you're 90, if you don't need anyone's help to walk, go to the washroom, about feeling energetic, walk properly, function properly, having a pain-free body and a fully functional, happy mind, which of course reflects a great deal on the outside. When we consider our journey so far, let's not forget that one true friend who's been there for all of us along the way, with so little love, so little attention from our side, our own bodies. So we work along 8 verticals, and we have a couple of team members here. If you'd like to discuss about optimizing your mind and body and invest in your most important asset, which is your body and your health. Thank you everyone for giving me this 10 minutes, and thank you to dearest Mrs. Tanya, the board and members of AmCham, and my dearest colleagues at Crystal. Thank you.